if you could help a struggling restaurant just by telling their story.
It's been the most rewarding, even if not financially, thing I've ever done.
Alan Goldsher is a former journalist, a former Emmy Award-winning TV executive producer. Before the pandemic, he never shot a second of video, but he wanted to help by telling the stories of mom and pop businesses hit hard by the pandemic.
Hi, my name is Magdalena Levy from La Catrina Flower Studio. My name is Michelle Debitero, the owner of Crab Shanty Restaurant.
And the man holding the camera, that's Alan Goldsher. He's the brain behind these promotional videos, helping to jumpstart businesses around the city.
The businesses need the community support in the worst way.
But he didn't learn to work his own camera, or in this case, his iPhone, until about 14 months ago. The businesses he profiles say they appreciate the help.
We were impacted pretty hard. We had closed for 40 days. Free advertisers doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all.
Goldsher is a one-man show, but now he wants to add more people to his crew so he can promote even more mom and pop shops.
I think it's important to have these stories told.
I'm Jen Trepic of Salad with a Side of Fries podcast. We're here with Carissa Reiniger. Carissa, thank you for having us.
Thanks for having me. It's so fun. Literally sitting here is exactly what's so special about the Silver Lining community and about something like Thank You Small Business New York, where people take initiative, they say they want to do something amazing, other amazing people find it, they jump on board, then they find each other, and all of a sudden the whole philosophy, which is that we are really better together than apart, comes to life, as is proven in this very exact moment that we're in together right now.
If you've had 18 years now of experience supporting and working with small businesses, in the last couple years since the pandemic, we've created hundreds or thousands of these free videos. From your perspective, what's the value in that content for small business owners?
One, I think it's just massive. One of the big issues, though, is that most small businesses probably wouldn't even know what to do with it, right? So when we think about the average small business, we're overwhelmed, right? We're running around chickens with our heads cut off. We're, hopefully SAP helps solve some of those problems. We get more focused, more disciplined. However, I think that there's really two layers to it, right? One is, there's so much value in having someone who is a storyteller, who has video skills, take the time and actually create a video, right? That in and of itself is worth thousands of dollars and is such a rare treat for a small business owner. But then I think the question becomes, what do you do with it, right? So how does a small business owner take this amazing asset that you guys have been so generous to create and leverage it? So yes, you could share it on social media in the full form, but if a small business owner could be really savvy about splicing it, using it in different social media channels, thinking about how to take the content and maybe run some digital ads with it, share it with their community so they can help, spread their story more and have their customers build a deeper personal connection with them. I think there's inherent value in the asset, but then there's so much secondary value and ongoing value in getting really savvy around taking that asset and using it in multiple ways over a long period of time to really share the story and engage customers, current and potential customers. For you guys to create these videos for free and then provide a service to actually help the small businesses leverage the videos in all the ways you've just described. I love it. Everyone wins, right? The small business wins, they get the asset. You guys create a new revenue stream. The small businesses have a new way to attract new customers. I think it's amazing. Again, my whole belief is we really are stronger together than apart, right? You're amazing at things, Alan's amazing at things, I'm amazing at things, small business, we're all, but none of us are amazing at everything. So the beauty and the growth happens when we find ways to buy from each other, support each other, leverage each other's skills. And I think anything is possible. That's the amazing part of it all.
Hi, I'm Natalie Minyard. I am a local real estate broker for over 21 years here in Hudson County, focused on Jersey City. I'm also the co-owner of Cafe Elise, which is a beautiful restaurant in McGinley Square. In late June, Flavors of New York reached out to us to offer us a free video segment to be able to use on our social media. We get a lot of people that reach out to us, and this one just seemed to make a lot of sense. So they came out and did a really great video for us, went over a lot of the food, talked about the history of our restaurant and location, and we were able to have a really nice piece to share on all of our social media. And as a real estate professional, I know how important social media is. It's a big part of marketing all of our properties, large videos, maybe 2 minutes long, and then also smaller clips to grab attention. It really is where people are looking first for almost anything, but obviously real estate as well. We decided to reach out to Flavors of New York to see if we could get the video that was about 9 minutes long so that we could chop it into smaller sections and use even more of the content going forward in our social media platforms. So getting my partner Torian Spa on camera is sometimes a challenge. So having this wonderful 9-minute video of him explaining all of the dishes and the history of the restaurant and how we met and how we got involved, I saw a really great opportunity to take smaller sections of that larger video and create just little clips that we'll be able to share throughout all of our social media, Instagram Reels, Facebook, TikTok, all of the good stuff. And we can break them down. I did love the way that he would describe the dishes. And so we'll probably break them down into, there'll be one clip on just maybe the lamb and yam. Maybe there'll be one clip that just talks about our fish of the day and what he does to prepare that and how that's created and all the ingredients. And I think through that 9-minute video, we could probably get 20 different clips out of that 9-minute video that I think more people will actually engage in. I don't think my mom I know will definitely watch a 9-minute video about me and my stuff, but I'm not sure, but I think the smaller clips are going to be able to be used a lot more and get a lot more attention. It just offers a lot more options for us.
We're actually currently shooting at a restaurant with Alan right now called Cloves in New York City. And it's very interesting, right? Because I met Alan at a food festival called the Smash Burger Food Festival a few months ago, and we just hit it off. I've gone on many restaurant shoots with Alan, many Bhutanese, Indian, Asian, Cuban restaurants, and it's just been a great time. And by way of background, I work in a tech space, so I work at a startup called Fonzie, where we are essentially creating a social media search engine for diners trying to get their restaurant recommendations in seconds rather than wasting hours. And before talking to Alan, right, I have not heard of Chime, but after Alan told me more about what you guys do and the network and sort of mission, I think it's a really great thing that you're creating an API specific channel. And I think in today's day and age that will do very well in my opinion. In the various videos I've shot with Alan plenty of videos at this point. I think it's really exciting to highlight some of these local businesses who have great food but are unable to get the representation that larger celebrity-owned restaurants or even restaurants with just big PR budgets.
Yeah, so I met the Flavors of New York folks a couple months ago when Alan pinged me on Instagram, and I check all of my requests. So I noticed there was a pretty interesting request to make some content about local businesses, particularly restaurants in New York. So I did my first show maybe 3-4 months ago. It's been a really awesome opportunity to meet the business owners, particularly small local business owners in New York who are just opening up restaurants. So really appreciate the opportunity to support everyone there.
So it's your favorite host of Flavors New York, Flavors of New York, your girl Letta J, and every single time I have an opportunity to try these new restaurants and really immerse myself in the food and beverage aspect of community. I love it so much. I've been working in food and beverage since I was 12 years old. I'm a certified sommelier. I've worked at 3-star Michelin restaurants, started in the back of the house, worked as a captain at literally the best restaurants in the world. And when I get an opportunity to kind of deviate from all that stuff and sink my claws into, and sink my palate, if you will, into a restaurant in the neighborhood that people get to find comfort and enjoyment in, it's very fulfilling. As a person who's opened lots of restaurants and who owns a video game bar and lounge myself, I know what the support means. To have someone come into your space and feel the love and passion poured into your expression of love itself, which is food and beverage. When I say Flavors of New York, we're talking about the most culturally diverse place in the world, culture is something that you want to feel. It's visceral, it's palpable, and when you get to dive into the heart of an owner that poured everything into a place that you get to enjoy with people you love, people you don't even know, that are sharing the same passion of you, that is truly flavor. And it's truly New York, and there is just no better way to experience flavors of New York than to literally dive into a digital version where you get to experience our passion and love for food and beverage right here. You don't want to ever miss an episode, and you want to find out about places that you need to try next, look no further. Flavors of New York, we've got you.
I'm Ron Barber. I've been with Flavors of New York for 2 years now, and I've just had the most incredible experiences. You're meeting people with their dreams in the restaurant business. You're eating food from all over the world, the cuisines, amazing drinks and atmosphere, only in New York City, and only with this show, Flavors of New York. I am so happy to be proud of it and proud to be a part of it. The best thing about Flavors of New York is we support all the small businesses in the greater New York area, and even elsewhere, but mostly in New York. Small businesses, that's what Flavors of New York is all about.
Hi, I'm Joanna Tallentar, the Executive Director of the Park Slope Fifth Avenue Bid here in Park Slope, Brooklyn. I've been working with Alan Goldshare and Flavors of New York for, 5 or 6 years. And we've been collaborating on filming our small businesses, of which we have hundreds here in Park Slope. And Alan's been amazing at supporting the small businesses in creating content, getting great videos out there, and we've been sharing them and sending them out into the great wide world. And we have become friends, and we know each other, and we want to do more. We want to build this relationship and really support more small businesses in the whole of the area.